Ferdinand is an animated film that is about a big, gigantic bull that doesn't like fighting. It stars the voice talents of John Cena, Gina Rodriguez, Kate McKinnon, Peyton Manning of all people. A bull grows up on a farm and a culture where bulls have to grow up to be big and strong and violent. Basically, if you're a bull growing up on this farm, you have to fight. There's no other life for you. You have to learn how to fight. Ferdinand, voiced by John Cena, doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to be that kind of bull. He actually likes flowers and he likes happiness and he likes saving things, and that's his whole thing. One day he runs away from home. He goes to a different farm, and on this farm he meets a girl who has a father, and they have a nice dog, and they end up adopting him and raising him to be a gentle bull. He loves it with his new family. He can't get enough of them. Again, he loves flowers, but one thing leads to another. He gets captured and he ends up back on the farm that he was born at. So he has to try to work together with a ragtag group of other animals to try to figure out a way off the farm and back to his family. If I had one way to describe Ferdinand, I would say it's fine. It's fine. That's the basic, simple word that I can use to describe this entire movie. This movie is harmless fun. Alright, this movie isn't trying to be anything bigger than what it is marketed to be. It is not trying to wow you. It's not trying to dazzle you. This is a movie that is purely made to entertain the kids and the parents that have to take their kids to go see this movie. From an execution standpoint, I gotta say that Ferdinand nailed most of that, honestly. I had a fun time watching this one. I mean, if you had told me that John Cena would do a good job, even in a voice acting capacity, when I've seen the type of shitty acting that he has put on display before, well, no pun intended, but I would call bullshit on that. But John Cena was actually pretty fun in this movie. He brought some good energy and some good-natured likableness, if that's even a word, likability, I guess is a better word, to the character of Ferdinand. Most of the other talent in the movie is really good. The standout is, of course, Kate McKinnon. Kate McKinnon tries to bring the comedy to whatever role that she is in. She plays a goat in this movie that's trying to train Ferdinand on being a better fighter, and she's hilarious. I mean, honestly, she has the funniest parts of the entire movie. Peyton Manning was in this movie. I thought it was weird. He plays a bull named Guapo, and he plays a bull that gets nervous and starts throwing up whenever he's put into an intense, pressurized situation. Well, you gotta love Peyton Manning and his ability to be tongue-in-cheek. That has to be a tongue-in-cheek thing, right? It wasn't one of those things, like I heard his voice and I was like, holy shit, Peyton Manning is playing a bull in this movie. But as the movie progressed, I didn't think about Peyton Manning being the bull. I just thought about the character of the bull. So that tells me that Peyton Manning did a pretty good job voice talent-wise. The movie does have some pretty cool messages to kids about individuality, about non-conformity, about being yourself no matter where you come from or what culture or situation you're in, always staying true to yourself. It also has a pretty good message about not solving your problems with violence, even though everyone around you is telling you that you should solve your problems with violence. That's a pretty good message for kids, and I think kids are going to enjoy that. My only real issues with this movie is that there are 3 horse characters in this movie. I can't remember the voice actors who do the voice talent for these horses, but the horses were annoying as shit. I'm sorry, but every time these horses got on screen, I just got irritated. They weren't really all that funny. They were kind of dicks. I don't really see what their purpose was in the movie. It's not like they improved the quality of the experience, and I didn't really care much for these horses. The horses were, I hated them. The only other thing I can say about this movie is that you've seen it 1,000 times before, played out in 1,000 other different movies. It just comes in a different package this time. So that means there's a certain predictability and there's not really a whole lot of room for ingenuity or surprises on this train. You know where it's going, you know what's gonna happen, you know the story beats as they're happening. The only difference is, can you be entertained while the story beats are happening? And I kind of was. In the end, this is harmless, disposable family movie, okay? This is gonna entertain kids, and it's gonna make the adults that take their kids to go see this movie not want to kill themselves out of boredom. It's a pretty enjoyable watch. And for a solid, entertaining kids movie, I'm gonna throw Ferdinand into the golden age. Please like and subscribe to the Superfan Show, and as always, if you like what you see, tell me how you feel, and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.